Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Tycoon Edge. Last time, we had the third part of the movie, and so now I thought we might continue on from our file that we made as the Space Cat. As you see, he's level 7 compared to our most up-to-date save file, which is only level 5. And although we have a couple more things to do to get to the tower, I thought it would just be a little bit more cleaner because we've run out of save crystals, and also we have no items at all. Let's just take a look at our items that we have in our most up-to-date movie file. We have the Space Cat, and although we're not full up on health or magic, we have a lot of items. We have 2 spirit stones, 4 warrior's herbs, 3 save crystals, and also in this file there is another save crystal in the city of Causeville that we have not picked up. So that's great. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we need to get back to where we were before, so let's just motor through this.
灼熱の洞窟ズエリウムだがお前がそれを見るということはありえないここで消えてもらうぜ
Kachu says that somewhere ahead is like a dueling fire cave, but we'll never see it because he's going to kill us here. We hit him with the fire move. And now, because we're in the save file, and we have all the items back, we actually still have Reich's Ring, so we're going to use Reich's Ring. And now, we're going to use Fireball. And now we are still the Space Cat. We don't get the clue from Kachu, but I mean the Space Cat is so strong. Now we have gotten to the fire furnace, but again we don't have any mana left, so let's use the warp painting. And let's go back to the furnace. Or, sorry, the fountain. We can use the fountain to get a full heal. So we still have 120 health and 70 mana. 70 mana is pretty good, but 120 health is like really good. We could go back over there and go across the boat. However, I checked it, and when you fight the space abominations, they do not give you any experience. And because they do not give you any experience, there's really no point to fight them. We can warp back to the furnace here. A voice. Maybe we can get some better translations. If you don't go back, you will die. Space Cat is too... If he won't leave, then let him see the monsters that accompany us. And a a ball monster attacks us. Now we are Space Cat. The ball monster, if you notice his health, we don't get to possess the ball monster, but if you play the game enough, the bar itself kind of shows how much health stuff has. So like we had 120 health, and if you remember how much health the Space Cat had on the yellow bar, so this character actually has a pretty good amount of health. He probably has like 80 or 90, maybe 100 health. We will use Fireball. The rock attacks us, and that's fine. We have a lot of health, so we'll just use a normal attack. And we can keep going. We see this enemy. He's no match for the Space Cat. We'll do a Fireball and then a normal attack. It does seem like the Space Cat's normal attack does a lot of damage. Now the voice says, I will take your magic if you go any further. And if you notice, we don't have any magic left. Now, we are Space Cat. Do you think we care? Voice? Yeah. Oh, it's just a Peer Vent or a Dokuru. Ooh. We don't have any mana? So what? We'll just use normal attack move. How strong could a Dokuru be against Space Cat? Yeah. No problem. So what now, Demon Voice? Space Cat comes for you. Well, actually now, just because, we're going to go back to the fountain. Because although Space Cat enjoys... although the Space Cat enjoys styling on a Dokuru, we know what's next. Go a little bit slower with the warp paintings this time. Nope. Oh, you can stop. That's fine. Okay, I will definitely have to edit that out. I'm so sorry. We are now full mana, full health, Space Cat. It is a cool area. So here, this character kind of looks like Gom Elm, but he's red. Could it possibly be that this character is the highest ranking member of this group of people? Because Gom Elm kind of seemed like he was the highest ranking monk. So maybe of these people who live in fire, this is like other than the god itself, or like, you know, the king. Maybe this is the this is the highest guy? I don't know. So we kill him.
だが貴様の命もここまでだ。溶岩に沈んでもらうぜ。
And so now he says basically he's just gonna kill us or something like that. But like if you assume and we'll use, well, the space cat has so much mana. See how much health we have? There's so much. We can use. We could probably even use the petrify and then 2 rock moves. And just kill him, and he won't even be able to touch us. Yeah, the space cat is so strong. We see the prince of this area, now free from the monstrous abomination he had turned into. So monstrous it broke my translator. 1 second. Okay, that should be better. The boy says that we need to go to the body shop in Causeville. And we know that there's nothing else to do here, so we can just use the warp painting. Now that we're in here, we can go over. This, of course, is the top of the clock. This, being 1 o'clock, is the meat shop or the clothes store. He asks us for the parody ring, so we'll say yes. He gives us some golden berries, and he says if we pray on a suspension bridge, then maybe the gods will give us a gift. Something like that. What's the item we got? Well, we already know. It's the golden berries. But look how many. I just like to look at it. Oh. And we're gonna go get the extra save crystal. Because, like we found out when Selena was drunk, there's unlimited... Well, not unlimited. There's like... How many was it? It was like... Because I didn't even count like the first row and a half. So maybe you can have like 80 items or like 72 items or something. I mean, look how many items we have now. We got 4 Warrior's Herbs, 4... whatever is... Save Crystals. And we... Oh, right, the item that we just got. The Golden Berries. Okay, so then let's go back to the gallery. In this save file, we also have not talked to the giant head and gotten the time skull, because when you talk to him, it's not where I want to go. When you talk to the giant head, please. When you talk to the giant head and get the item, that's when you give up the... Wait, why am I here? Oh, right. Before we forget. We'll just stand here. But we haven't even picked up the time skull yet because it reduces your experience. As you see here, we're level 7, 29 out of 56 experience to level 8. I don't even want to bother getting it. I don't remember if you have to, so we're just not going to do it. Berries.
アルマ、シゲルはあなたの魂を待っています。早く再生させなさい。消えてゆく太古の記憶を受け継ぐのです。
And she gives us the purple lotus, which we know we need. And because we're lazy, we're just going to use the painting. And the furnace. Oh, no. I tried. I try to give it time to, like, in between. Anyway. Wait, why am I here? Right, we need to revive the boy. The audio glitching does kind of, like, do a great job of just wiping all thought from your mind. It's hard to remember what you were doing. But I'm pretty sure that's just it's just this. But anyway, purple flower?
ありがとう。今度は僕の番だね。僕が君の魂の入れ物になるよ。
We got the clue that we need 5 souls. We already knew that. This is Cheeger. And now you see we have 3 souls. We can go this way. To this area with the floating blue rocks. Maybe ice. It's kind of interesting that, like, the people inside of the tower have ice magic, and then those are floating blue crystals, almost like ice. So maybe these are, like, maybe it's not water people, maybe it's the ice people. You're in the floating city of Amazon.
このタワーのやつらみんな鍵をかけてやがる。しけた町だぜまったく。仕事が上がったりだぜ。ところでルル、最後の信託が近いらしいぜ。エッジは丸ごと消滅するらしい。そろそろエッジもやばそうだな。一緒にくたばりたくはねえな。エッジとはおさらばしようか。とんずらしようぜ。
They say that this is a strange tower, and a lot of the doors seem locked. They also say the end of the world is near. Cheeker knows that, so we head into the elevator. Now, what do we want to do? Because we're thinking this is the exploration file, so what would be a good point to save? I think we should go to floor 2. On floor 2 is the lady who asks us to do something in Broman's room.
Irashai. 最後の信託なんか忘れて飲んでってね。ねえ、ブロマンデルの部屋から宝石を取ってきてくれたらいいこと教えてあげるんだけどな。もちろん部屋のキーならあげるわ。
She gives us the key to Broman's room, and if we could take something from his room, I'll give you something else. I still am not confident on what she's saying there. But now we've done that. We could go to floor 8, which is Broman's room. And I wanted to see, what if we go in here, because we have the key, and we only fight Broman when we look at the door. So what if first we take 1 alcohol, then what if we take the jewel as Broman's jewel, and then what if we take 1 more alcohol? And also, I just wanted to point out, because I've literally looked at the cutscene of zooming in and out of that, I think that's an ashtray, and clearly I think this is supposed to be a cigar box. I wonder, and this is kind of meta to the inside of the game, I'm talking about outside of the game, I wonder if maybe smoking and or technically drug usage was a little bit too far, and drinking was okay, but smoking wasn't. And so maybe they made the game, but then they got kind of called out on that, and they retracted something, because this really seems like you should be getting cigars here, right? Anyway, so we're going to get both of those, and because we remember how the game mechanics work,
何をしている。おほほほ。驚かしたようじゃ。わしも今年で懲役100万年。退屈なんじゃよ。宝石が欲しいなら死のゲームに付き合ってくれんか。
I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe he says, if I'm caught with these things, I'll do 1,000,000 years in prison, so I might as well, fight to the death or something. But what if we escape? Because now we're outside of his room, right? We only looked around. We didn't move anywhere. So now, we've skipped Broman, but we have 2 liquors and a rose. So now, does the woman on floor 2 still give us the key to Madame's room? And she does. But we didn't have to fight Broman. What was she asking for? We still have... What? Was she just asking us to go in his room? Why would that be important? We have 160 mana. Oh, it's so much. Can we talk to her again? No. Okay, so now we have the room to Madame's... Okay, let's go back in the elevator. We have... Because I kind of want to make this the perfect save file to explore the rest of the game. We have Madame's key. I want to maybe check this out next time, because I wanted to see Mother Centipede from floor 5 or floor 4, I think. If she went back to the original area, if she would have something to say. But we have Selena's key. We could get a save crystal from floor 7. We're done this. Floor 3, we still don't know what... Yeah, what's in floor 3? I think we've checked out this room a couple times and there's just been nothing in here. Yeah, I don't know what's in floor 3. Maybe we have to use a certain item there. Floor 4 is the centipede, which we'll check next time to see. Floor 5 is the security eye droid. We're not entirely sure what to do there yet. We have the key to Selena's, or Madame's, parlor. Floor 7 is the save crystal. And then floor 8 is Broman's room, but we escaped Broman with all of his stuff. And then floor 9, save crystal. Floor 9 is the scientist tower. On the basement floors, there was one floor where we could fight a wrestler. But then the other floors gave us clues about stuff. And then on the very bottom floor, we could give liquor to this guy. So maybe let's do that. And then we'll finish this video and save. Because if we give the liquor to this guy, we should be good.
私は石の種族の王グルイエリンだよ。相当ヘクターの世界征服話に乗ったが罠にはめられてな。助けてくれとは言わないがせめて酒をくれんか。
Yeah, we'll give you sake.
ありがたい。ところでギ・ボルガーという男の話を知っておるか。
God damn, look at our mana bar. So big.
実はな、今日はここまでじゃ。
Yeah, he says something about a scientist, something.
私は石の種族の王グルイエリンだよ。相当ヘクターの世界征服話に乗ったが罠にはめられてな。助けてくれとは言わないがせめて酒をくれんか。
Yes, here's more booze.
ギ・ボルガーのやつはわしの家来だったんじゃよ。わしの山荘で夜な夜な実験をしておってな。変な発明品ばかり作って予算を奪っていきおった。その中で唯一物質転送装置だけは優秀やった。ギ・ボルガーに
I used to have like 3 Ferraris and a butler, and I had a chauffeur who drove my chauffeur in my Rolls Royce, and in my palace that floated on a lake of jelly beans, my maid was saying that she created a material device, and it was pretty awesome, but then they locked me up in here. Hey, anyway, can you give me some booze, buddy? I may just need a little sip. I'm the king of the rock people. Right. We have a new item. The key to the top of the tower. We never have to talk to this guy again, because guess he's had his fill. And he's just gonna rest. We could defeat Selena. However, I'm thinking that the Chigurh character that we are right now is quite powerful. So maybe if we're going into the Golden Tower, we should maybe try going in there with Chigurh. And then if something happens where we become a weaker character, then we could become Selena. I'm also not entirely sure what happened to Broman. Can we still fight Broman? Is he still there? I don't know. This is the first time I've ever done this. Wait, that wasn't floor... I wanted floor 1, not floor basement 1. Chigurh has class. He doesn't belong in a cell. Okay, so now that we have so many items, we have 1 save crystal, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 save crystals. Before, we had 0. And we were basically in the same spot we were right now, except we killed Bro instead of escaped. So we'll use this save crystal. And we will save over Bro. Next time, we'll take a look at some more things around the tower, maybe some curiosities like the Mother Centipede and other stuff maybe in the basement. But we'll probably be jumping straight into the Empire next time and trying to explore what that is and maybe how much progress we can make there. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dragon Tycoon Edge, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.